Hey folks, Mike Bazzine here, and welcome to the Thursday Night Feed Supercars Americas, Week 7. We're back at Winton, and as you can tell, it's raining. I honestly wasn't expecting this. I was expecting wet. I wasn't expecting, like, outright rain. I wanted to lead in with this, saying that I think this is, like, the 4th or 5th time that we've raced here, and I struggled with this track, something awful. Just could not figure it out. The last time we came here with the old car, I made, I guess, a breakthrough and actually had a pretty decent race. But now we're back here again. We got the new car, and again, it's raining. So yeah, practice. Practice. We just had like a kind of damp track. This is the first time I've actually seen like pouring down rain. What does the weather look like? Okay, so we're gonna get whacked pretty good with this right now. It might stop raining by the time the race starts. We'll definitely be starting on wets, but qualifying is going to be crazy, and yeah, who knows what the race is going to be like. So yeah, we got 23 cars here tonight, which is cool. I am car number 14 in that lineup, so yeah, I've no idea how this race is going to go. I'm just going to try and survive. First, let's see if we can make it through qualifying. Okay, where am I? 11th? It's bad out there. It is bad. Every single turn is. Oh, where's the there? Turn that off. Every single corner apex is a lake. There's rivers running across the straightaways. It's bad. The goal for tonight is to come home with enough car left to race tomorrow. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to check the weather real quick once the session starts. Yeah, it's going to be like this the whole night.
No sign of this rain stopping. You're on a wet tyre.
I'm setting up a pit stop. We may
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over.
That may not be true.
Five cars left to grid. Waiting on two cars to grid. Green flag, green flag. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
Can't win it on the first race, first corner through.
You got it, slow car on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
Really?
Leaders at the start-finish line. Now. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
Thank you. Right.
Leaders at the start finish line.
Thank you.
Now.
Yeah, nothing. Go inside port.
Car right. Clear on the right.
Thank you. Yep, right. Thank you.
More laps. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I didn't even think of it. I should have pitted way earlier. I didn't think about it until the guy that I passed pitted. Yeah, this dude's holding me up, so we'll see what clean track is.
That's it, go! Left side. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear. Right side. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Left side. Keep to the right. Stay on the right. Clear. Slow car ahead. Car stop on the left. The leader is coming up on you. They're not our fight. Left side. Clear on the left.
Go left. Go left, right. Left, right. Thanks, Jeff. Good man. Cheers, Pete. Inside Garrett. Yeah, you're right, Amelia. Stay down. Cheers, bud. Thank you, mate. Thanks, Pete. Thank you.
No expected change in conditions. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
Damn it!
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Sorry about that.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car on your left. Still there. Stay on the right. Still there. Keep to the right. Clear on the left.
Whoop.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Stay on the right. Still there. Clear. Slow car ahead. Go left. Car right. Great job. 10 to go. Still there. Hold your line.
Oh!
Clear.
Thank you.
That car is a lap down.
Oh, dude.
Right side. Clear.
Go right, I'm going to be sitting. Go right, Amelia. Gonna go to pit stop.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Thank you.
Ryan, I'll sit to the outside, you go inside.
The leader's pitting now. The leader's pitting now.
Go inside.
Choose not.
Jesus.
The leader's pitting now.
Cheers, Pete. You got 5 laps to go. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at 5. Get right down. Cheers, Jeff. Thanks, Peter.
side. Clear. Left side, clear. You have about 5 laps of fuel left. Two more, let's go.
Gotta stop doing that.
You got a slow car on the left. That car is a lap down.
Inside Trent.
Car on your left. Clear. White flag, stay smooth.
Go inside out.
I still fucked that up.
Was expecting a lot more accidents and retirees and everyone's driven very carefully.
There's the flag, it's over. Better check on testing, we'll get them next time.
I could have used a few other people making accidents, to be honest. But I'll take it.
Thanks. I thought I was going to run out of fuel in the last lap.
You said what?
I thought I was going to run out of fuel.
Yeah, me too, bro. I don't know how you made it. How much did you take in the stop?
Good race, everyone. 3 liters, I think, or 3.5.
No, I see. I took 10. I mean, 3 liters. Why bother? I just save all the way at that point.
Oh, you prick can! Oh. You prick can. I literally was just saying I was going to pull over and let you have the position back as a sorry for last week, and you just robbed me of the privilege.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh, that was fun. Okay, the second half of the race was fun. The first half sucked. Hi, Paul. Oh, man. Yeah, the first stint was kind of lame. The first lap was kind of lame. Yeah, I really did not need to do the spin through the chicane at the end of the first lap. Or start of the second lap, I guess. That kind of killed any chance we had for a decent result, but started running around and made up. Like I said at the pit stop, I started running behind that little. We made a little 3 set of cars there. We had like 5 cars all in a line, but it literally takes like 5 laps for the tires to come in all the way to where you can actually like start doing stuff. Everything the first lap, it's a skating rink. You're literally just hanging on by your fingernails. Laps 2 through 5 on a stint, you're just kind of trying to build temperature in the tires and not die. After about 5 laps, yeah, then it actually starts working. Real quick. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of, well, I was a little unkind to the rear tires in that second stint. I was just wondering, as I was skating around on ice cold tires after the pit stop, I was wondering if I might not have been better off just taking fuel, because this track's not that fast. I didn't think it isn't that hard on tires. It's just the way that I drove it. If I was a little bit more thoughtful, I probably could have. Yeah, I don't know. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, if I knew then what I knew now, just be super, gentle on the rear tires, I might have been able to go without changing. Just take a splash of fuel for the pit stop and leave it at that. Yeah. Eventually, I think like the front 2 in the line that I was racing with broke off, or they pitted or something. And the guy that I was following, the guy that was in the middle of our little train, made a mistake, and I got a nose in under him. and then I almost just gave it straight back to him, but managed to hold the position. And then he pitted, and it dawned on me, it's like I've been focusing so hard, I didn't even consider that, yeah, this whole time that I've been out there for this first stint on this recovery drive, I was getting held up by those guys. I was just kind of rolling around back there because the track was too wet and the tires were too cold to make a pass. So, yeah, as soon as my pit window opened, I should have dove in. In hindsight, in this exact same race situation, if I had to rerun this race over again, I would have focused really hard on not spinning the rear tires, and I would have, once I got stuck behind those guys, I would have pitted as soon as my pit window opened. That probably would have bumped me up a couple of spots, maybe. I don't know. But then after the pit stop, and once I got going again, I think that was when we started running around with the lead lap cars. And once I had heat in the tires and the leaders got past us, it's like I got it in my head to try and follow the leaders. I've done that a couple of times in the past when I raced oval track cars. And it does work, and I feel like it's a valid move. One guy got extremely pissed at me for doing that once when I was a lap down, trying to catch up to another guy who was a lap down. I think it was late models at South Boston. This was a long time ago. And I got lapped by the leader, but I had just come off of a pit stop, so I was on fresher tires. I let the leader by and just glued to his bumper and followed him around. The guy that I was racing pulled aside to let the leader through, and I just followed right through. And he got so mad about that. I don't really think I got that move to work here. There were a couple opportunities for it. I just couldn't polish them off. But yeah, then guys started pitting, guys started moving around, and I don't know who it was. I was just seeing cars out there. I barely recognized Paul when he got past me. That and Paul just repainted his car. I saw the number plate though. That's what tipped me off. But I got side by side with somebody on like the last two turns, and I don't know who it was, but we were drag racing down the front stretch. I was on the left side of the track, and we came up on, where is that guy? Peter Simons. And Peter was slowing down just to see just to try and let us by. I don't think he realized that we were side by side. He probably couldn't see through his own spray what was going on behind him. He just knew that there were cars behind him, and he was going to try and let us by before the chicane. And I kind of saw it coming, and I committed to the left lane, and I just shot past him. Picks for me are really rare. Picking somebody with a lap car for me is really rare. I have never, and probably will never, pick somebody that hard in my entire life. Because Peter was not moving that quickly. He was just rolling into that chicane, trying to stay out of the way. I don't think he realized that he had two cars side by side behind him. And I'm just thankful that he committed to the right lane, because I just sheared that other car off on my right. That was awesome. That was so cool. I'm going to have to go back and find a replay of that or something, because that was spectacular. And then after that, no, I don't think that was Ryan. That might have been either Troy or Jeff that I did that to. Maybe it was Troy. I don't know. Like I said, they're just cars. I wasn't even focusing on who was who. I barely had enough mental capacity set aside to keep track of letting the lead lap cars through and lap traffic and stuff like that. I was just looking at cars. I was listening to the spotter more than looking at my relative. If I had a leader coming up behind me or a lap car in front of me, the spotter would say something like, "The leaders are coming up behind you. There's a lap car in front of you," and I would just. Okay, I wasn't looking at the relative to confirm. I wasn't, repeatedly glancing at the relative to check on their progress. It's just, okay, there's a car behind me that I need to either let through, or there's a car in front of me that should let me by. I was really surprised. First of all, I was surprised that the rain tapered off. Yeah, that just like completely ended. I don't know when it stopped. Let's see. Okay, according to this, it was like 15 minutes before now. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, yeah, it went from like a huge rainstorm to a light drizzle. And I was really surprised at how much the track dried off. I was a little nervous when I actually finally did, for the first time in rain races on iRacing, see a dry line forming. I was a little worried that maybe I'd pitted too early, and I might have to pit a second time for slicks. I don't know. I'd be shocked if anybody took slicks. But yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. A lot of fun though. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy. Have a good one.